Hey everyone, welcome to the video today. It's part of the ENFP Reboot series, and this one I'm going to reveal one way that you can beat procrastination. This does not apply in all cases of procrastination. There are many times when we're procrastinating because we just don't want to do something. But this is something I found when I was working as a freelance writer and really struggling to get over writer's block and actually get something started on a project. And what I realized is, no big cliffhanger here, that when I was unable to actually sit down and write, very often the reason was I hadn't done the research, so I wasn't actually ready to write. So I was trying to force myself to be disciplined. I'd say, Dan, get up at 9 a.m. It was early for me at the time. I was living in Barcelona. Get up at 9 a.m., go for a run, and then sit at the cafe and write. And I would force all the external things to happen, and then I just couldn't actually write once I was there. And I realized that that was because I didn't know what to write. And for me, my process writing for someone else is that I have to actually know what they're like, what's going on, who are their clients, what is their business. I need all that backstory. Otherwise, I'm going to write garbage, and I didn't want to write garbage. It's like my unconscious wouldn't let me write sort of vague drivel. And so if I didn't have the whole back knowledge, I couldn't write something good, and then I would just block myself from writing. So there was no way to force it. It wasn't something like, oh, I'm procrastinating because I'm lazy or self-sabotaging, or no, it was literally a process question where it was, hey, I haven't done enough research, so I don't know how to write something really good for this company. And if I don't know how to write something good, I don't want to write anything, so I'm just going to block myself from starting. How did I solve it? Well, I'd usually step back, do some research, maybe take an afternoon or a day off and let it process, figure out what I was going to write, even if that was just unconsciously. And then I would sit down and write. It's a pretty simple solution right there. I was reminded of this because recently I hit a similar block with a project where I was finding it really hard to get into and just get done. And I realized that the reason for that was I didn't have everything in place. The process, the people, there wasn't actually a clear route from where I am to where I want to go with it. And consciously, I hadn't figured that out yet. But unconsciously, I think I knew something's off here. This isn't going to work well. This isn't going to flow properly. You're going to get yourself into trouble if you continue down this path. And so my unconscious didn't just tell me what that problem was, but it blocked me from moving forward at least. It was sort of like you're going to cross the street and you're like, stop. It's like, okay, I don't know if there's a truck coming, a bus coming, a biker, but someone's going to hit me. Something is going to go wrong if I do this. And so I had this block, and then I eventually figured out what it was, solved it, and now have this energy to move forward with everything, which is great. So the next time that you find yourself procrastinating on something, ask yourself if you have everything you need to move forward on the actual task. And if you don't, that might actually be the thing that is holding you back. By the way, if you've been enjoying this ENFP Reboot series, which I hope you have, and you're not yet a subscriber on my emails, and you have not gotten my free training for ENFPs, you can always go to dreamsaroundtheworld.com/ENFP training. And being on my mailing list is also a good thing because at the end of this month, we're going to do a celebration call and do a bit of a free training, a bit of a bonus as well for anyone who's been participating in the ENFP Reboot. See you tomorrow.